Imagine you want to build a new software program, launch a project, or master a difficult skill. Logically, your first step is to open a tab and start researching. You watch hours of tutorials, take meticulous notes, purchase the perfect software tools, and draft a flawless plan. You feel incredibly productive. Your brain is releasing dopamine because you feel like you are moving forward. But if we audit the actual system output, the reality is stark. You have written exactly 0 lines of code, built 0 assets, and made 0 actual progress. In psychology, this is known as motion versus action. It is a highly sophisticated defense mechanism. Your brain uses the illusion of preparation to protect you from the terrifying possibility of starting and failing. But breaking out of this loop is easy. Actually, once you look at the economics of information, let's look at the engineering law of diminishing returns. When you know absolutely nothing about a topic, the first 30 minutes of research provide a massive spike in value. You learn the basic vocabulary and the layout of the land. But past a very low threshold, the correlation between consuming content and gaining capability drops to 0. Watching a master carpenter swing a hammer for 10 hours does not mechanically transfer the muscle density or spatial awareness required for you to drive a nail straight. King Solomon addressed this exact cognitive bottleneck in Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verse 4, using an agricultural example. He that observeth the wind shall not sow, and he that regardeth the clouds shall not reap. If you wait for the perfect weather, the perfect blueprint, or the perfect amount of knowledge, the system permanently freezes. The cost of overpreparation is absolute 0 production. So how do we fix the pipeline? We have to shift from a library framework to a sandbox protocol. In software engineering, a sandbox is an isolated testing environment where code can fail safely without breaking the main server. You need to treat the early stages of any project not as a permanent monument, but as a disposable sandbox. The Bible provides a profound principle for this in Zechariah chapter 4, verse 10. For who hath despised the day of small things? The system architecture of growth demands that you tolerate bad, messy initial outputs. Your first video will edit clunkily. Your first draft will be terrible. That isn't a malfunction. It is the data collection phase. You cannot optimize a system that doesn't exist yet. To force execution, you must implement a strict data cap on your preparation. We call this the 10-minute rule. The next time you want to start something new, you are allowed exactly 10 minutes of passive consumption. Turn off the tutorial, close the secondary research tabs, and force yourself to produce an immediate, physical artifact. If you're learning an instrument, you don't read music theory. You strike 3 keys. If you're building a business plan, you don't design a logo. You write down the single, raw problem you solve. Action generates a completely different type of biological feedback than motion. Action gives you real, hard data. It reveals exactly what you actually don't know, which tells you precisely what to look up next. You transition from passive hoarding to target-acquired learning. Stop using learning as a socially acceptable way to procrastinate. You do not need another book, another video, or another certification to begin. You just need a disposable sandbox and 10 minutes of raw, ugly execution. If this video helped you in any way, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned for more videos.